So the trees are made of the same elements.
Yep.
So are they God as well?
Yeah, of course.
And why do you believe
is
that?
God.
Okay, and why do you believe that? What's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Which messenger came for you?
For me,
Because I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, how am I different to other English guys?
yeah.
Because I'm still English, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But the only way I'm different is that I'm connected to that supreme guidance. So I stay away from alcohol. I stay away from drugs. I stay away from sexual immorality. Yeah, I stay away from gambling. I stay away from all the things that are harmful for me. But then at the same time, I embrace family. I'm good to my neighbors. I'm kind to my friends. These are all teachings of Islam. Once you accept Islam, you have peace of mind. Why? I don't worry about when I'm going to die now. I really don't. Alhamdulillah. I know I'm expecting it. We're all going to expect it. I know it's not the end. I know how to make provision for it. Do you understand? So I know, mashallah, how to prepare for it. So if he's reached power now, right? He reaches power and his sexual penchant is little children, where are they? Where are all these children that he's supposed to be lusting after? We don't see it. So we don't see the actions of a paedophile. Okay, so but the question still needs to be answered. Why did he marry her? Now we come into my paradigm. When he married her, he believed that in his dream he's seen her 3 times. And he believed that Allah has told him to marry her. And he went to his best friend Abu Bakr, who's his daughter, and asked for her hand. Yeah? So, and you know, Abu Bakr said, but you're my brother. He said, we're not brothers that way. Yeah? Okay. So he married her because he believed Allah told him to marry her. It wasn't a gratification purpose.
Okay.
It wasn't a lustful reason. Yeah? He was a messenger of God and he was acting on the guidance of God. And we see the wisdom in that, like I said to you, in when we see the life of Aisha anha and what she became. Yeah? Okay. We see a strong, strong woman who tells us how the Prophet was with his wives.
Yeah.
Yeah? Not just the good, the bad, the jealousy, the this, the that. Expect it. Yeah? When a man has more than one wife, expect jealousy. It's just, that's how it is. You know, there was one time, one of the wives made the Prophet his favorite food, and then one of the other wives smashed the pot. And the Prophet just laughed. He's squibbling crazy. Do you understand? Yeah. But we know all of this through Aisha anha. We don't see a defective child. Yeah? If you look at victims of abuse, if that's what it was, we would see that. But we don't see these things. So as a Muslim, I'm not told to marry a 6-year-old. Even following the example of the Prophet Muhammad, I'm told to marry at the physical and mental maturity, at the earliest. Yeah? And let's remember one thing as well. This is not free sex. This is not just, you can have sex with a girl when she reaches a certain age. This is, you take marriage responsibility, you have to give her mahar, you have to clothe her, you have to take shelter her, and all of these things. Do you get me? So the idea of this marrying Aisha something seedy, it isn't there. And though the irony is this, if it was a problem, if it was problematic, his enemies would have used this against him in the time.
Okay.
Because we know they did use his sex life against him. Because when he married Zainab, the ex-wife of his adopted son, they made a big hoo-ha. Say, look at him, how can he marry her? She's like his daughter because she was married to his, yeah? And then the verse of the Quran came and said, your adopted son is not the same as your biological son. Therefore, the wife of your adopted son is not the same as you, so you can marry them. Okay. But we can see that people were trying to use his marriages against him. Not one person said anything about the age of Aisha anha. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it was the going rate.
Okay.
Standard. Until the invention of the teenager. Yeah? And like I said, in the 12th century, in London, England, yeah, you could marry a 6-year-old and consummate that marriage when she was 9 by law.
Yeah, it's all right.
Up until the end of the 19th century in Delaware in the US, I think it was 12.
If you let me get to the point, you want him to
Okay, yeah.
According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, Mary was 12 when she gave birth to Jesus. If you look at the ages of Romeo and Juliet in the works of Shakespeare, they're kids.
Oh. Okay.
So it seems strange now, I would agree.
Yeah.
Because we have children, we have adolescents, and then we have adult. We have this period. That never existed.
Okay.
There was a time when that never existed. It started to exist when it came to the invention of the motor car and education,
Yeah.
proper schooling. That's when this kind of,
Divide.
that period came. Before that, you're a girl, you're a woman, you're a man, boy, you're a man. That's why if you go back to Africa and places like that, in the tribes, and so, even probably India and villages and whatever, you'll see the children maturing very, very early,
Yes.
taking care of their little siblings. Yeah? Because this is just their climate, but we're looking from our culture. Yeah? Oh, you can't do that. It's a logical fallacy to do so. Yeah? Because you're either a moral relativist,
Okay.
yeah, which means your morals are guided by your society and culture you live, yeah, or you're a moral realist where you believe that the morality can only be one morality, God's morality, yeah, or you're a moral skeptic where you're not quite sure what's right and wrong, or you're a nihilist, which is atheists should all be nihilists. There is nothing inherently moral.
Okay.
There's nothing you can say is inherently good or inherently bad.
Nietzsche, basically.
And fun fact, right? Atheists often mock religious people,
Oh, yeah.
right? But according to the atheist worldview, the presuppositions of scientism is naturalism.
Yeah.
And according to the presuppositions of naturalism, there's no such thing as free will, and there's no such thing as morality, right?
Okay.
So an atheist should know when he's mocking a religious person, that religious person had no choice. Because he doesn't believe in free will, according to his presuppositions, yeah?
Okay.
And at the same time, that atheist should look at criminals as victims. Because they didn't choose to do their crimes. And they haven't done anything wrong because nothing is right or wrong.
Okay. No, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah. So these are the presuppositions of atheism. Okay. So going back to the point, for example, of mankind, right? So he was supremely successful husband, father, businessman, neighbor, friend, warrior, leader, spiritual leader.
Okay.
So this is the man who Muhammad was. Peace and blessings be upon him. So what have you got? What do you believe?
What do I believe?
How old are you?
23. I've got a baby face. I'm 23. I've got a baby face.
Okay, what do you
yeah.
believe?
For starters, there is a God.
There is God.
Yeah, for starters,
all
like, there's no like debate.
Okay.
Because
Let me stop you there 1 second.
Yeah.
So do you agree God exists, yeah?
Yeah.
And when we say God, we're talking about a creator of everything.
I'd say just like, say for example, like the atheists have got the Big Bang.
What are you calling God?
God is me and you. God is everything. Yeah. With quotation marks. Obviously, like, I'm not saying God is the toilet. Because that would be ridiculous.
Why not? How can we be God and the toilet not be God?
Because the toilet is like a tool.
We're all made of atoms. That's the problem. Our smallest components, we're all atoms vibrating.
Of course, but then we're composed in an element to make it like what we are.
Okay, so the trees are made of the same elements.
Yep.
So are they God as well?
Yeah, of course.
And
Nature,
why do you
nature
believe
is
that?
God.
Okay, and why do you believe that?
Because I think everything's got an innate soul. Do you know what panpsychism is?
You believe a tree has a soul?
Oh, the soul would be a tree. Yeah.
You believe a tree has a soul?
Yeah, 100%. I don't see an issue.
Why do you believe a tree has a soul?
Because it's a living thing. It uproots water from the roots. For
Why do you
example.
believe a living thing has a soul?
Because we're living. It's kind of like a round thing.
Why
So-
do you believe you got a soul?
Because I just think it would just be kind of logical to say.
Why
we've
is it
got a
logical
soul.
to believe you got a soul?
Because there's multiple accounts of people having out-of-body experiences, for example. So when they die, they've got this out-of-body experience. They're kind of like, oh my god.
How do you know
that's
they're
me.
not delusional?
Because there's multiple accounts of it. There's not just one account of it, there's multiple accounts of it. Near-death experiences. That's
Say it
the
again?
word. Near-death experiences. There are multiple accounts.
Yeah, but you just got to take their word for it.
Of course, but I'd say...
They all see a bright light.
Huh?
But what are the people that don't see a bright light?
Oh, like the ones which just see the rolling darkness. Okay.
I'll explain something to you. When you hear the word God,
Yeah.
so at one time this universe didn't exist.
Yeah.
What was God then?
God was still there, I suppose.
What was the nature of God then?
The nature of God?
Characteristics and such.
That one I wouldn't know because I'm not God.
So here's the thing. That's the right answer. But then you started making all stuff up. When you don't know. You don't know that a tree is God. You believe it. I'm trying to understand why.
That's what I mean, yeah, believe.
Yeah, right. Belief just means you accept something to be true. So it's reasoned out, right? This God, do you believe it created the universe?
Yes. Yeah.
So you believe this God is all powerful?
All powerful, yeah.
Do you believe this God is all knowing?
All knowing? Yes.
For all knowing, all powerful? Would you say that this God is a source of supreme guidance?
Supreme guidance? Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
So all knowing, powerful, source of supreme guidance. How do you connect to that guidance?
Well, I'd say that because God is all powerful, limitless, and things like that, I'd say you dropped something.
What was the drop?
I just saw it drop. It's just there.
Oh. Ben. Oh, what? On the floor here.
Yeah.
What was on here? Switch it off. I go on.
Where was I? Yeah, so being all knowing, all limitless, and things like that, I'd say that he probably came to this earth not like the not like the Christians say when it's like it's only Jesus which came down and made his like whatever it is. Not like that. I'd say that God would have came down multiple times to give multiple.
Why?
Because he's all powerful, all limitless.
Why would he need to do that?
Because otherwise, how you going to know it's God? How you going to know, like...
So you accept then...
if you want to phrase it, probably...
So you accept that revelation is the only way you could know about God?
I'd say so, yeah.
How do you connect to this revelation?
How do you connect to this revelation? Well, I'd say first you'd have to trust whoever you're reading, basically. Say, for example, you would trust Muhammad, a Christian would trust Jesus, a Hare Krishna, for example, would trust the Gita through Krishna and things like that.
So you would look for messengers?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Which messenger came for you?
For me? I'd say that as a personal thing, yeah, I'd say I like the Gita, for example. I've always really read that. I don't think there's like one said messenger, because I'd say that every religion would have.
You believe in the Gita?
Gita as a metaphor, but not as reality.
Why not as reality?
Because I just don't believe in a blue-skinned guy walking around talking to Arjuna, for example. I just don't think that would be...
You don't believe in the monkey army?
Who? Honeymoon. I'd say there's... between Sri Lanka, where it might have took place, yeah, there is a land bridge there.
You believe in the monkey army?
The monkey army. I wouldn't say it'd be a literal monkey.
Why?
I think a lot of this is just metaphors.
Okay, so who's Hanuman?
Hanuman is the... I was only watching this yesterday.
Monkey god?
Monkey god, yeah.
And his monkey army?
Yes.
Okay. And was it one god got his wife kidnapped?
Sita and
Yeah.
Rama.
And the other god was raping her or something.
Oh, that was the demon god, yeah.
And he had to go to
What would it be
the monkey
modern-
god
what would it be
to
modern-
rescue his wife.
Yeah, yeah.
You believe this happened in history?
Characterized like that? No. Characterized like that? No. Of course not.
Of course not.
Yeah,
So
characterized like that.
it's
No.
like me when I speak to people, and I'm like, look, if you want to, if you read the Gita,
Yep.
you could justify Ganesh having a head of an elephant, yeah?
Okay.
I don't believe Ganesh had a head of an elephant, no? So just because you can justify the text doesn't make it true. Okay. The only man in history who made a claim to come for you, Anthony, was Muhammad. No other man did
Okay.
in history. He's the one who made the claim that he was sent. In the Quran, Allah says, "We sent you to all mankind." Yeah.
Okay.
Only one who made this claim. So he's the messenger sent to you. So all you need to do to get to the absolute truth is test his claim and go through each one. Was he lying? Was he crazy? Or was he deceived? If you conclude that he certainly won any of these three, then it sets him for who he was. Simple as that. And it doesn't change that much. All it will do, because I was thinking about this the other day, I was thinking, how am I different to other English guys?
Yeah.
Because I'm still English, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But the only way I'm different is that I'm connected to that supreme guidance. So I stay away from alcohol, I stay away from drugs, I stay away from sexual immorality, yeah, I stay away from gambling. I stay away from all the things that are harmful for me. But then at the same time, I embrace family. I'm good to my neighbors. I'm kind to my friends. These are all teachings of Islam. The
Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad taught. If you go to bed with your belly full while your neighbor's belly is empty, you are not a Muslim. Just for example. Okay. So not only am I told to stay away from all the bad things, I'm encouraged to do what is deemed virtuous things. Giving charity and all of these things. Okay. That's the only thing. You don't become an Arab,
No.
yeah? All you do is take a guidance in your life, and I guarantee you, right, there's 5 things destroying every society in this world, even Muslim society. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, sexual immorality, and dealing in interest. You know, like credit card, Wonga payday loans, all this kind of stuff. Yeah? These, and not just that, you look at Africa in debt because of interest and stuff. These 5 things destroy every society of the world. Only Islam prohibits those 5 things in their entirety. Yeah?
Okay.
And only Islam, and I'll challenge you now on this one, only Islam can give you peace of mind, body, and soul. Nothing else can.
Not even meditation?
Nothing else can. Peace of mind, body, and soul. Okay, so I'll test you. What's going to happen to you when you die?
I'd be buried in the ground first.
Or what's going to happen after that?
I don't know.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, right. So you don't have... so your mind can't rest on that. Because you don't know.
yeah, of course.
Yeah? And you don't have peace of body because you have no guidance to protect you from the things that harm the body.
Oh, I don't drink. I don't smoke or any of that.
Yeah, yeah.
stuff,
No, but still the ego's in control. Okay? What I'm trying to explain to you is that once you accept Islam, you have peace of mind. Why? I don't worry about when I'm going to die now. I really don't. Alhamdulillah. I know I'm expecting it. We're all going to expect it. I know it's not the end.
Yeah.
I know how to make provision for it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I know, mashallah, how to prepare for it. So should death catch me at a time I least expect it, I'm kind of ready. Yeah? I don't, have sleepless night thinking about it or whatever. Yeah? And I have peace of body because I don't have to worry about harmful things for me. The things that are poison in society, I'm protected from these things. And peace of the soul, my soul's connected to its creator. It's at peace. It connects to its creator 5 times a day. It remembers its creator 5 times a day. My soul's at bliss. Yeah? And my mind, that's my soul, so my soul's the original one. My mind, alhamdulillah, everything I believe as a Muslim, it can be rationalized. It's not like a mystery as such, the fundamentals. Yeah? Very rational, logical, tangible. Yeah, my mind can understand it. There might be some emotional arguments against certain things, but other than that, subhanAllah, my mind is completely at peace. So my mind's at peace, I don't have to worry. I'm not like, no atheist can come up to me and try to demonstrate that I'm irrational. Absolutely no chance. Okay. So my mind is at peace, my body's at peace, and my soul is at peace. And this is why I say Islam is the religion of peace. And I don't believe any other way of life can come near it. I really, really don't.
Okay.
And I challenge anyone to bring any way of life. There's nothing.
Really?
Mind, body, and soul.
Not even the Buddhists up in like the temples and like mountains and things like that.
No, because there's no God.
Yeah, it's a
And they're always
philosophy,
obsessing about karma.
Yes. Like the Himalayan yogis and all that.
But there's no such thing as God in Buddhism.
No, it's a philosophy. Yeah.
So that's, for me, it won't satisfy my mind. See, right now, I believe there must be a God.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's God left us on our own. I believe he sent guidance. I believe he sent messengers. I've looked at the claims of the messengers and I've determined that Muhammad, mashallah, was the one who was sent by Allah for me. So my mind's satisfied. Yeah? Then when I adopt Islam, my body gets satisfied and my soul gets satisfied.
I see that. I can see that.
And the reasons why Islam is multifaceted, this is just a few reasons. But when you start reading the Quran and hearing the Quran, see, when you read the Quran, I was explaining to someone earlier, there's different chapters, yeah? But virtually every chapter has the same message. This is what man was, this is a guidance for you, this is what's going to become of man. So it's a history of man. Yeah? Man's past, man's guidance, and man's future. Every verse, virtually every chapter of the Quran is that theme. Do you know what I mean? So you can see that when you read the Quran, it's not like someone telling you a story. You feel you're being spoken to.
That personal touch, basically.
Allahu Akbar. Have you read the Quran?
I read it years ago. Can't remember much of it. Yeah.
Read it again.
Okay.
But the main one is to test the claim of Muhammad. Is he who he claims to be? Now on my channel, you know my channel?
Yeah.
What's my channel?
Hamza's Den.
Paying attention. Okay. There's 3 streams we've done. I don't know if you saw them. Was the Prophet some crazy?
Yeah.
And I brought a psychiatrist on. Was he lying and was he deceived? So there's a playlist of those 3. Watch them.
Okay.
Yeah? And send me an email. askhamzasden@gmail.com.
Okay. Yeah.
And we can continue, man. And push back on me. I want you to push back. Yeah?
I will.
Push back or surrender, one of the 2.
It's
Been a
good
pleasure,
chatting to
Anthony.
you.
Thanks for taking the hot
Nice
seat.
to-
Take care.
All right, take care, man.
You're welcome. Oh. You're not off the hook. You're part of this.
Oh yeah, you want your mic?
You're part of this. You're still going to die. You're still got your own thing. It's not just about because he's young and that. Inshallah. And I'll tell you one last thing. This is your son, I'm assuming, yeah? Okay. So there was a time, you'll like this one. So some men came to the Prophet, peace and blessing upon him, and asked him, after Allah and you, who should we listen to? And the Prophet says, your mother. And he goes, okay, and after that? He said, your mother. He goes, and after that? He says, your mother. And then your father. 3 times said mother, subhanAllah. This is the importance of mothers in your life, subhanAllah.
Mother is important.
Allah. After Allah and the Prophet is your mother.
There was one of our neighbours. He's a Muslim, yeah? Yeah, that's it. And he said, look after your mother when she's older, like when she looked after your
I'll give you another narration. So the Prophet Muhammad said this to his companions. May his face be rubbed in the dust. May his face be rubbed in the dust. May his face be rubbed in the dust. And the companions were like, who should be humiliated in such a way? He goes, that person who finds his parents reaching old age and does not take care of them in their old age as they took care of him when he was a child. Yeah. Now that's deep. Now imagine if we had that in society.
society would be so much better.
Welcome to Islam. Take care, Anthony.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. No problem.